What's up, FIFA gamers? Andy's back again. I've done a few videos with a little guy. We're going to do some fun little Fortnite videos, but you that are here obviously not interested in that, so we're back with another FIFA video and a tactic. And today's tactic is the best tactic, genuinely, that I have found that overcomes 99% of your problems. So just while I'm cooking dinner, got a nice tasty curry going in the background. I'm ready for that. We'll walk in a little minute while it's nice and hot outside. But anyway, onto the tactic. So last week, I've been playing. I've changed up my team. You can almost see what's going on. Here we are. Here's my team at the moment. That's not how it plays in game. Cruz is just there as a placeholder at the minute. Until I get my prime moments ornery, which I've got some fodder to get us over that to about 2.8 million. But anyway, obviously, as we all know in FIFA recently, there's been a lot of sweating going on. As always in FIFA, you've got the 5 at the back meta to contend with. You've got wing backs as centre backs. You've got the through balls. You've got the cutbacks. You've got 1,001 things to contend with, and I went on a bit of a losing streak. I play 4-2-2 most of the time, and then I've been playing with 4-1-3-2, I think it is, which I don't like because it leaves you a little bit exposed at the back. However, it's very good attacking. So I had a bit of a tinker about, and I've gone back to sort of basic formation that I don't particularly like, or I didn't. However, I've gone on a massive winning streak with it, and I found that it's cutting 99% of the problems back. So whether you've got people going down the wings, whether you're going through ball, getting people forward, having people back, breaking down that 5 at the back meta, because you've just got players in positions to draw out the central defender and then cut through. Genuinely, out of everything that I've tried, and I have tinkered meticulously, trying to get it back. I've built a team that I actually enjoy. Like I always do, I say you'll never see a fully meta team from me. And even though looking at these and players are meta as you like, these are all players that I enjoy in real life. So anyway, enough waffling. Let's get to it. So 4-3-1-2 is our start. I generally go into my 4-2-2. However, where we've been going is my attacking style, which is 4-2-2. So we've got balanced and balanced on defence, because again, it's just... The reason I don't usually like a 4-4-2 formation is because it is exactly what it says on the tin. It's just a flat formation. It's boring. I normally find that your wide players are either too wide to come in. I like to play with a more centralised players because I build up and I pass around the ball. I like to get it into the middle and go. But what I've found with this now is with how your players sort of adapt and come in, that there's always a player there, and you'll see where I'm playing my players in a minute, and I don't know whether it's just down to that one particular player that's changed the way that I do play, or it's just, I don't know, everything's just falling into place. So I weren't going to share it, but why not? Why not? We're all here, we're all friends at the end of the day. My table definitely needs a bit of a clean in a minute. So here we are. So we're on balanced defensive style. We've got your width on 4. Now 4-4-2 is quite a wide formation anyway, so what it does, it just brings, even though you're still wide and you haven't got to worry, it sort of brings, especially the middle 4, a little bit more compact, so you've sort of got a triangle shape if you like. It brings them in, so if you are getting that through ball, you've got enough cover with how I've got my instructions, where everybody sort of condenses and it just leaves 2 walls or 2 banks of players. So it's basically like a 6 and a 4, or even a 4 and a 6. Like it's weird, but you'll see where I'm going with it. Depth, I have on 6. I don't like to be too far up the field just because how people are playing at the minute. I mean, I can't stand Mbappe this game. He's never really bothered me before, but he's just one of them players that as soon as he loads up, you just think, ugh, I know how this guy's going to play. And this kills Mbappe's as well. It's the Mbappe killer. So depth, nothing too high on defence. You know, nothing too low either. Offensive style, again, balanced for the same reason that you've just got support everywhere. Wherever you need to go, and if you get countered, you've got people just in the right position up the field behind you to give you that support, but it also stops you getting countered. Players in the box, I've gone sort of middle of the field with this one, 5 with it, so... but it doesn't mean that my box gets crowded. It just, what I found is because I don't like playing wide, I like playing through the central. If I ever do get caught out wide, it leaves a couple of my players on the edge of the box and a couple in, so I've just always got them options. But also, if the player picks up the ball as well, it condenses it into their way, you know, into their counter, and it stops from doing it. And then corners and free kicks, put on your free kicks. Generally, I'm either going for a shot or I'm not. So the only reason I put it in with free kicks up is it seems to, with more people up there, it seems to panic the other player defending a little bit more, and he's not always too sure if you are going to go for that shot. And if he does drop somebody outline, you can make a quick pass and you've got someone there. Corners, I've probably scored more corners this year than ever before, so I just like to have them extra players. So that's it. Nothing too taxing there. So I've gone to players' instructions. So this is our playing game. I've got Ozil, who is an absolute beast of a player. Anybody who didn't do him, you've missed an absolute gem there. Marco Reus, just one of my favourite players of the modern era. I've got Inaki Williams filling in at the minute, which is where Henry's going to go, because I am going to go into an Arsenal past and present, which looked a bit more Arsenal past and present not long back when I had Prime Henry and I had Gnabry in here as well. I've got Giroud on the bench and things. Podolski's obviously in there. Podolski, absolute player. That weak foot is a lie. But Makelele, and then Cruz is just in there, and he's working an absolute gem for me, with just purely based on his passing, because while his defensive stats are not fantastic, his passing is immaculate. So when he comes back, he'll still do a job, because so many people are using these weak, fragile players at the minute. You don't need the highest of physicals, so I find it's all well and good going in for that tackle, but then you've got get rid of the ball. So if you don't have somebody that can get rid of the ball, and they've got the feet on backwards, or they've put the shoes on wrong, then it doesn't matter, because you're just going to end up in more trouble. So somebody like Cruz can literally, he can either play it out wide or he can ping it straight up top if you see that run, and it's just unreal. And then I don't like wide players. So Ozil and Royce are just so adaptive in the positions that they can play. I think they're an attacking threat. They can track back. Ozil's stamina's a lie. I thought he was going to struggle every game. At end of the game, he tends to be, for all the running he does, he tends to be the man that's got the most stamina left. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it works. Backlines is what it is. So. Tactics, there's nothing special either, so I've got balance width. I did have stay central, but I changed it to balance width. Don't know what made me change it to balance width. And again, because you've got that 4-4-2, it leaves it a little bit less rigid. So if these drop out slightly wide, your strikers, you've got them 2 wide players that are pushing, or your centre mids will come up, your CDMs, seem to cover up. But then if you do get countered on the balance width, because of the attacking AI, I don't know if it's just these players or what, but you seem covered again, and I've just had more attacking threat putting it on balance than I had on stay central. I mean, getting behind is getting behind, because obviously if you're breaking with this formation, as I say, with Cruz, with them players who can pass at the back, it is what it is, this FIFA, but they're going to get in behind and they're going to go normal interceptions, but again, I have them on comeback on defence. Same on both strikers, balance, getting behind, normal interceptions, comeback on defence. So again, it just leaves you on that counter, especially with quite a few players getting forward. What you'll find with these is they'll drop back just a little bit. So if you do get countered in the box, there's somebody there to pick up the play again, but then you're ready to go forward with a really good attacking threat. Your left mids, if you like. So again, come back on defence, balance width again, balance support, balance crossing runs. And it just seems, again, there's nothing special here. You're sort of leaving them alone. But because of the players and because they're an attacking threat, and they've not seemed to have that out-and-out winger mentality where they just want to stay down the sides, they'll compact a little, but then they'll drop back. So if they're out wide and they need to track back, they will do. But if they're in the middle and you're getting countered, they'll just drop back behind your strikers, sit in front of your CDMs, and you've just got another wall. And then you can either bring your strikers out to cover the wings, or you can drop your strikers into the middle and then push these guys out wide again. The balanced crossing run, it just works perfect as well. It's not dragging them out of position. And everybody just seems to hold formation so well that you've just got attack and defence everywhere. Same on the other side, comeback and defence, balance width, balance support, balance crossing runs. Again, that comeback on defence is just, because of the sort of calibre of player we're getting now, they just fight. They've just gone. So as soon as you get that counter attack, they've gone. But again, you've got such a good high attacking, or attack minded player that you're ready to go forward again. You've got all these stats all over the pitch at this stage of the game that you're bagging goals from everywhere. The two that I do change up, this might surprise you. So I've got stay back while attacking, balance crossing runs, normal interceptions, and stick to position, cover centre. So the big one here, you're thinking, well, why am I having Tony Cruz? And I'll show you Makalele's setup. So he's on balanced attack, balanced crossing runs, normal interception, stick to position, cover centre. Okay, so usually what I found is people would have this the other way round. So they'd have the more physical, more defensive minded player on stay back, and the more attack minded player on join the attack or balanced attack. I found this works so much better, and there's a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is the players that I've got here, and another one is the players that I've got here, and it's the stats. So we'll start with Makalele, balanced attack. So he's going to go forward. I mean, I think he's got high defensive rates, low attacking. So he's never going to be bombing forward anyway. He's not got great shooting. However, take a shot with him, and his finesse shots for some reason seem lethal. He's got good passing. And with a shadow, he's got good pace, and he's got really good defensive stats. So if he's up forward, and I'm sort of butchering it around the box, and all of a sudden I lose the player, I've got me a more physical and defensively minded player up top, ready to take that ball off their player. So it works in that regards that you've now got somebody who's an absolute unit, who's fast enough, got the good, defensive stats and the good physicals to battle in and win you that ball back again. Great. He's also got decent passing stats, so you can create a threat. He's also got high. One of the other reasons is I've got it on Makalele and not Cruz is he's faster than Cruz. So if he does need to get back, with everything that's going on around him, with the tactics that I've got on set on people, with the formation that I've got set up, I can then leave the AI to do their things, drop to Makalele, and I can sprint back and get back into position. Or if I change from him, is AI mentality. So if I switch to one of my strikers, or well, it's left mid, right mid in this, but it Cam's usually, or whoever, somebody a bit further afield, Makalele's high defensive AI will make him bomb back down pitch anyway. So I can try and hold the play or switch to somebody else to track the ball, and I know Makalele full well is going to get back into defence. So I ain't got to worry about him. With Cruz, because I've got him on stay back while attacking, I've got that for another reason. So, like I say, I'm battling for possession further up the field, so I ain't got to worry about too far back. If they do somehow break through, I've got Cruz as the slower player than Makalele. Not by, leaps and bounds, but he's still slower, so I haven't got to make that ground up with him. So while I can switch to him, let my faster players come back down the field, and I can track. If I see Mbappe running towards me, I can then track that with Cruz. I've got my back line already there, and all I'm doing is just covering a gap with Cruz. Then Makelele's going to come in like an heat seeker. I'm going to have Ozil and Royce bombing down wings to cut it wide, and then my strikers are going to come and cover the middle of the field. Cruz is just there, sat there comfortably. Once I'm comfortable, I can switch to one of my back line, get it to Cruz, that 95 passing then. Once that player has dropped all his players forward, Cruz has got 95 passing, and he's just going to ping it wherever I want it upfield, and then they're in trouble. So that's the logic that I have, and it's working wonders. And then I've just got me left back, stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, overlap, and then stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, overlap. The only reason I have overlap is sort of what I've got in my head, that if I do go forward and surpass for whatever reason, which you don't tend to do, but then I've got Ozil and Royce will come back and cover for me because they're on comeback and defence. But these are rarely involved in the game apart from the back line, because that's what I want them to do. I want that back line, the middle line, the front line, us all to go and attack together, us all to come back and attack, and then just be covering each other all the time. So if I make a mistake, or you play with a friend and make a mistake, the AI should cover for you. And then that's generally it, guys. Nothing on the centre backs, stay back while attacking, normal interceptions, and keeper. I did have sweeper keeper on for a bit, but I've changed it. I've changed it. I don't know. And Van der Sar will be the GOAT of all time. I think he's by far the best keeper in this game. And that is it, guys. So that's the 4-4-2. And I promise you, I just use it, and I can't believe how the game is at the minute. And I've played against 5 at the backs, and it's shut them down. I've played against this sweaty Mbappe through ball counter, and it just seems to work. And especially with the, I'm pointing at the screen as though you're going to see, that Makelele and that Cruz mentality, so of me having the less defined, less defending orientated player back, but with his insane passing, and that more attack-minded one. He's not joining the attack, but if he's up there, he's just like, get off the ball, get it back to one of these guys, and he's gone. More in trouble. Having Makelele back, I mean, his passing's not bad, but it's not great. So, yeah, it's getting out of trouble. I'm always thinking that you've got to get out of trouble. Cruz covers a gap. He's down there. He's not in trouble because of his pace. And then he's got that passing, and that ball's going wherever I want it to. I've got Podolski, who's unreal. Inaki Williams has massively surprised me. He's untradeable. All my team's untradeable, so he's definitely a player. All these players I'd recommend 100% anyway, even though Alaba's not getting any upgrades. But that's it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. So again, if you can, honestly, it's slowly growing, but if you can like, if you can comment, if you can subscribe, if you've got any questions, pop it down below. My little guy's going to be doing some videos on YouTube, so if you've got kids, family, friend, brothers, sisters that are on that, get commenting on the videos that he's doing. We're going to do a couple of full months together. I want to do more of this for you again. But until next time, guys, try this. Let me know how you get on with it. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.